Ovadia Yosef, the spiritual leader of Shas, a religious political party in Israel, has been hospitalized for over a week now. And while Israelis are following the developments with his condition, we took a moment to discuss the man and the leader that he is in Jewish Israeli society. Tell me about Rabbi Ovadia Yosef as a spiritual Jewish religious leader in Israel.
Rabbi Ovadia Yosef was born in 1920 in Baghdad. At the age of 4, his family immigrated to the land of Israel, and he, along with them. His first breakthrough is towards the late 30s, when he starts to be a noticeable figure in the neighborhoods, the Sephardi neighborhoods of Jerusalem. And from there we're actually rolling into a career as someone who serves in the rabbinical system in Israel, the rabbinical courts. Starts off in Petach Tikva, and then he moves along to Tel Aviv, and then he becomes a chief rabbi. And then he is later a chief rabbi of the army, and later chief rabbi of Israel.
Ovadia Yosef is the spiritual leader of Shas, a political party in Israel.
Shas starts actually, or forms, if we wish, in the 1970s, when we have a sort of an age group of people who are studying in Ashkenazi ultra-orthodox yeshivas, and they are subject to being treated as second-kind citizens, if you wish. They sort of start to speak about an option of creating a party. And this is where Ovadia Yosef comes in. He is basically the spiritual leader of Shas. It's the first time in the history of politics in Israel where we have an ethnic party which has succeeded.
People say that Ovadia Yosef is a man of many circles, many conflicts. What do you think they mean by that?
We're talking about a person who is involved in many different circles, and these circles are complex, and there are a lot of tensions, very multifaceted. The inner circle is the circle of ethnic Oriental Jews who came from North Africa in the East, different communities, different customs, different prayer books, and so forth. And Ovadia Yosef is basically suggesting that they all unite on a Ben-Gurion as if equivalent-like line of everyone will be Israeli and will leave the exile behind us. This creates a lot of conflict, internal conflict, because this approach is unagreeable. Circle number 2 is between the Sephardi Oriental Haredim, ultra-orthodox, and the Ashkenazi European original ones, where Ovadia Yosef basically time and again goes head-to-head with some of the leading rabbis, leaders, decisors in the ultra-orthodox Ashkenazi side of society. And then we've got I would say an outer circle between observant Jews per se and traditional Jews. Over the years he's been very careful not to burn the bridges with the traditional society, which he doesn't exactly agree with how they're running their lifestyle religiously. And on the one hand, on the other hand, the electorate of Shas, 75% of Shas voters come from that society.
Is he a loved figure in Israel?
Very much so. He's a loved figure because he's a very popular person. He's popular in his speech. He's down to earth. There's no need to explain it. That's just his natural form.
Thousands in Israel are currently praying for Rabbi Ovadia Yosef's health. He appears to have had an impact on masses.
It's a very hard minutes for us.
Right.
I think it's not only a leader, he's a man, you know. It's kind of a good man. It's a good man that talk to each one of us in Israel, all over the world.
Everyone is saying that he's Ha-Dor, somebody who is very great in Torah and who has done a lot for the people of Israel in Torah and so on. It's a pity that he's sick now, and we are praying that he will be healed soon.
A lot of people feel a strong bonding with a person because he also grew up. He's a person who knows the mindset and the lifestyle of a lot of these people who follow him, and especially those who are not wealthy, not rich. He and his wife raised, I think, 10 children in a 3-room apartment. He comes from the bottom, climbing up, which creates a bonding with people who are living this kind of lifestyle or in a certain economic straits.
With his current health situation, it is too soon to tell if and who would succeed Rabbi Ovadia Yosef. At this time, it does not appear like there is a natural assumed leader to take over, should there be a need. For JN1, I'm Sivan Raviv, Israel.